Hi everyone, my name is Alyssa Blankenship. I'm the communications consultant for Sophie's Fund, a soon-to-be nonprofit for Karelian Bear Dogs. I'm also an independent journalist and KBD owner, as well as a former 4-H'er. Sophie's Fund is currently in the process of gaining nonprofit status in Alaska, so be sure to subscribe to be notified about future content and nonprofit news updates. Today, I want to talk to you about this breed and the important work we do to rehome dogs and pair them with educated owners. Before you click off this video, know that we appreciate your support. We hope that you will watch till the end to get to know more about us and our volunteer work for the breed. Toward the end, I will also have a special guest who will be joining us for a short conversation about Sophie, the Karelian Bear Dog, who was the inspiration for our nonprofit. Sophie was a lovely female KBD from the Kenai Peninsula of Alaska. She was born blind. She spent much of her life in and out of homes and shelters, as few people are equipped to handle the breed, much less a blind dog. The founder, Sean O'Donnell, used GoFundMe to raise funds for her relocation to her forever home in New Mexico and for medical costs for her eyes. The generosity shown by the KBD community was overwhelming. Sadly, Sophie passed in October of 2024, but her legacy lives on through the dogs we continue to help. She was a very special KBD and lived a good life with a loving family. Sophie's Fund consists of a wide network of KBD owners in the United States of America. Our team is small but strong, with 5 people who primarily find dogs in need, locate new owners, answer calls, texts, and emails, as well as capturing loose KBDs on their local roads. We are based in Anchorage, Alaska, but have connections to other KBD owners throughout the states. Come here. Sit. Sit. Quiet. Good quiet. Once we gain nonprofit status, we hope to work directly with shelters where KBDs have often landed. Unfortunately, due to issues like overbreeding, as well as improper genetic and health testing, temperament testing, and people often not understanding the primitive nature of the breed, we have seen KBDs euthanized at shelters, primarily in Alaska. Quiet. Sit. Sit. Let's sit. Sit quiet. One of such euthanasia cases were 2 male KBDs named Felix and Pedro at the Fairbanks North Starborough Animal Control Shelter. They were euthanized in January 2023 in Fairbanks, Alaska. In addition, members of Sophie's Fund were trying to pull an unnamed female KBD from the same shelter this year, but were unable to before she was euthanized for barking. Karelians were originally bred to bark and to hunt bear and moose in their origin country of Finland in 1936. The breed was officially established by the Finnish Kennel Club in 1945. Their primitive nature makes them unlike many other dog breeds, as they have a very high prey drive and are very independent. A few years ago, I was sent this book by a breeder in Finland by the name of Tero Koivisto. My apologies, Tero, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. The book is titled The Story of the Karelian Bear Dog. The book documents the breed's history and how hunters used them in Finland to hunt bear and moose. Historically, most of the KBD population was wiped out during World War II, aside from about 60 dogs. Some were crossed with the Russo-European Laika, another Finnish breed, to reinvigorate the population at the time. Through selective breeding, the KBD population bounced back and is now a common breed in Finland. However, truly purebred Karelian Bear Dogs are somewhat rare in the United States. As the owner and trainer of a KBD, Fenrir here, In Washington State, I plan to record and post another video about what to expect from breeders. It will include very important questions you should be asking your breeder and yourself before you ever decide to purchase a puppy. Unfortunately, many do not realize the complexities of owning and training this breed, as it is a working and hunting breed. In addition, not everyone's lifestyle will match the breed's energy level. KBDs are known to dig holes, bark at and chase wildlife, or escape fences. They can run for miles before tiring themselves out. The story of the Karelian Bear Dog. Hi Alyssa, greetings from Finland. We like that you like KPDs. It is an amazing breed. All the best, Taro and Mary. Thank you. I love this book, and I love the little postcard you sent. Shepherd boy with a bear and his bear dog. Here's the author, Juho. And the contents of the book. Good boy. Good. Patient. Here in Washington, our government has set up a Karelian Bear Dog program wherein professional handlers train the dogs to assist with bear releases. This is done to protect both humans and the bear in areas where bears have become problematic, such as campgrounds or small towns where they may pose a threat to human life. To show you some of our most recent work here at Sophie's Fund, here's a photo of Lily from Montana. She found her forever home on a ranch in Wyoming. Sophie's Fund assisted in connecting both owners who drove halfway from each state. No funds were used in this transfer. Sophie's Fund also helps elderly owners who can no longer take care of their dog. Brutus's owner, from Willow, Alaska, responsibly contacted us to rehome him to an educated owner. With the help of our donors who paid for his transportation fees, Brutus now resides in Spokane, Washington, where he lives a happy and healthy life. Now for our segment with Chris, Sophie's owner. Okay. Awesome. Come here, bud. Come here, Fenrir. Come here, Mr. Star of the Show. No, I'm just kidding. Sophie's the star of the show. Come here. Sit. Okay, good boy. Good enough. Alrighty. Here we go. Hi, Chris. Thank you for speaking with me today over the phone. So, what did you first think of Sophie when you met her?
Well, when I first saw her posted, I really felt bad for her, and I was like, oh man, I wish I could help out. And then things just worked out so that I could help out, and then ended up fully adopting her. So when I first went and picked her up at the airport in Phoenix, poor thing, she had been on the plane for a while, and she was just, you could tell she was just kind of like scared, but she was happy to have somebody. You could tell she was just like, she was happy to be out of the crate, and it was like an instant little bit of like trust. She trusted me to pick her up and put her in the truck and stuff. But she was pretty timid at first.
Okay, thank you for that. How did you come to know the breed?
So I adopted a puppy back when I was like 23 years old. So that's like 20 years ago. And I had no idea what she was. She was just this little cute black and white fluff ball. And, there was all these, guesses as to, maybe she was a border collie mix or something. But nothing quite seemed to fit until I heard about the Karelian Bear Dog. I actually saw her on a poster in a veterinary office. It said breeds from around the world, and under Finland was the KBD, and I was like, wow, that sounds exactly like you. And then one Saturday morning, I was hanging out in my apartment KBDs on it, and it was the bark. I heard the bark, and I looked up at the TV. Well, actually, I looked up at Luna, who was not barking, and I was like, that sounded exactly like you. So I looked at the TV, and there she was on the TV, and I was like, oh, hang on. So I stopped what I was doing and sat down and watched the episode, and I'm like, that's exactly what you are. So, yeah, it's just been a journey since then with these guys.
Thank you. And what surprised you most about Sophie's behavior, even though she was blind? There's my KBD barking. Quiet, buddy. 1 second. Let me make sure he's quiet. Sit. Sit. It's part of the training process. Come here, bud. Sit. Good boy. Good sit. Easy. Good boy. Quiet. Good quiet. Okay, I'll ask that again. Quiet. He's gonna start barking now. This breed. Yeah, I love you, buddy. Quiet. Good quiet. Good quiet. Good quiet. I have high value treats, so trying to make sure he's been awesome. He's been very patient with me throughout this process of filming. So, okay. And what surprised you most about Sophie's behavior, even though she was blind?
Probably her ability to still get into stuff. The KBD was, infamously, was still quite strong, and probably even more so with her. If there was anything edible around, she would find a way to get into it. But she was actually really, she still had that intelligence. She was actually very easy to train, and she picked up and wanted to learn, and she was, you could just tell that she was, when you gave her any praise or gave her a treat, she was so proud of herself that she did something right. She was amazing.
Thank you. And what do you love most about Sophie's Fund? And what do you want to see in our work to honor her legacy?
I think the breed is they're difficult. They're not your typical dog, and it takes a certain kind of person to be able to handle them and train them and whatnot. And so I think the breed itself has some challenges in finding good dogs or finding good homes for dogs that end up in shelters and in tough situations. And so I really just applaud the effort of everybody that's volunteered or everybody that's donated to helping overcome some of those challenges and get these dogs into homes where that suit them better.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate it. I look forward to having a longer interview with you in the future to discuss more about Sophie and also to show your face so everyone can see, and to show pictures of her too. So, all right. Thank you so much, Chris. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Talk to you later.
Bye.